All right, well, I thought I was going to have to research all day to figure some things out, and turns out there's a lot of really important information right there in front of our faces. It's right out there for everybody to see. I was looking up, I can't see myself on the camera here, I'm just getting on online. I have several pages open here. Um, so I was reading this article by Sybil Edmonds on teaparty.org, and I was talking about that and how it seems like it correlates directly to this targeting program that that millions of Americans have found themselves in. So in that article, it mentions something about the SSG, and through all of the research I've done over the last year, I had never heard of the SSG, which is the Special Surveillance Group. And I read that article. I said, hey, I'm going to do some research on this and see what that's all about. Sounds pretty interesting. So we look up the SSG. Actually, Kathy found it. There's a Wikipedia page right here. So I'm just going to read the Wikipedia page on the Special Surveillance Group. So it says the Special Surveillance Group, the SSG, is a highly classified unit of non-special agents within the Federal Bureau of Investigation, specializing in clandestine, vehicular, and foot surveillance. Did you hear that correctly? Vehicular and foot surveillance. Vehicular stalking, foot mobbing, whatever you want to call it, these ground patrol gang stalkers. So, specializing in clandestine, vehicular, and foot surveillance of foreign nationals and U.S. citizens known or suspected of engaging in espionage or terrorism. How in the hell, I mean, just us sitting in this room, how are we suspected of espionage or terrorism? I spent 15 years in the Air Force, 5 as a firefighter, 10 as a journalist. What did I do? What did Kathy do? What did you do as a targeted individual that would make these people think that you're involved in espionage or terrorism? Like Karen Melton Stewart says, this is a DHS scam. So, espionage or terrorism, both in the U.S. and as well as around the world. So this is why we hear other people in other countries all over the world that are being gang stalked, and they're reporting the same standard operating procedures, the same exact thing that happens to them that happens to us over here. And okay, so SSG members are titled investigative specialists. Informally, they have been called ghosts due to their specialized training, which a lot of these people are not good at their job. They are so obvious. Like the lady in the grocery store yesterday that's got her camera stuck out of her purse, aiming at us, and as we go by, she turns her purse like this with us. And I noticed that she was filming me, and I saw the little light on her camera beeping. I mean, if you're going to at least be filming somebody with a camera, you're trying to be covert, don't use one with a little beeping light that shows that it's filming, you know? But she turns and makes sure that she keeps aiming her camera at us, and it's completely obvious. So we were just leaning down, waving into her camera, saying hi. Because she was not very ghosty. She was very obvious. Okay, these investigative specialists attend 9 weeks of specialized training at the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia. They carry FBI credentials and badges. Some of these numbskulls walking around, I cannot believe that they have an FBI badge in their pocket. Some of these people are complete idiots, and they are terrible at their job. It's a disgrace to the FBI to even hire some of these people. And the way they conduct themselves is ridiculous. Okay, so they carry FBI credentials and badges and conduct investigative work alongside special agents and intelligence analysts. So that would be what people call a handler. Handler organizes these people, and they send them out to do different things, communicate through apps on their phone. I'm sure that the FBI video monitor guy sees in real time whatever they're looking through their camera, or that footage is uploaded so they can put it all in file folder, dossier kind of thing. SSG ranks may also be weaponized at the discretion of the FBI director. So right there, may also be weaponized. How many times have you heard targeted individuals complaining about directed energy weapons, technology that messes with their brain? That's right there. I mean, it says it right there. Weaponized at the discretion of the FBI director. So if the FBI director thinks that this person needs to be killed, injured with special weapons that are covert, clandestine, they go ahead and do that without due process. Ow. Speaking of, I'm getting a little bit of a pain right now. Okay, so there's some links on this Wikipedia page. I need to learn how to do live screenshots here. Maybe I'll do that next after this and even redo this video, so you folks can follow along with me. So I go to the FBIJobs.gov website, and it shows right here, surveillance careers, gather intelligence to further our mission. The eyes and ears of the FBI surveillance professionals gather intelligence to identify domestic and international threats. Excuse me. Thank you. So I'll just read the first paragraph from this FBIJobs.gov. Careers in surveillance. To keep the nation safe and take on both domestic and international threats, the FBI relies on a constant stream of intelligence gathered by a team of surveillance professionals. Surveillance professionals work alongside case agents to discreetly gather intelligence in support of ongoing counterterrorism, foreign counterintelligence, and criminal investigations. Because of the nature of their work, candidates interested in pursuing a surveillance career must be comfortable in the following situations. Here we go. Anybody that's targeted, you're going to understand what they're talking about here. Traveling domestically on both operational and training missions. Working in a team environment outside of a typical ordinary office setting. Working nights and weekends as necessary. Adapting to an ever-changing work environment, working with photography and other electronic equipment. Photography, they don't always just mean photos. Photography involves video as well. So a video journalist would be considered a photographer, professionally speaking. Surveillance professionals can practice either mobile surveillance or fixed surveillance. So these people that are driving around on the street, aiming their phone at you, neighbors they have move in next to you and carry out all these different tactics and procedures. Mobile surveillance entails gathering intelligence and following subjects on foot, in vehicle, on public transportation, or otherwise as needed. So that is conspiring to stalk and harass innocent American citizens that have not been afforded due process, exactly like the Stasi police during World War II in Germany. I'm going to read that again. Mobile surveillance entails gathering intelligence and following subjects on foot, in a vehicle, on public transportation, or otherwise as needed. So they have to coordinate this in a group, have these standard operating procedures, just like the TOs in the military, your technical orders. It can be read at a 5th grade level and carried out by anybody that has those standard operating procedures. So they admit to organized stalking and harassment right here on their website. FBI surveillance professionals must be willing and able to work in both environments. To apply, candidates interested in the mobile surveillance should submit their applications to the investigative specialist position. Candidates interested in fixed surveillance should submit their applications to the surveillance specialist position. Keep in mind, the positions may not always be available. Please check back regularly to view open positions. And then it shows duties and qualifications here, physical requirements. I mean, encountering some of the people that have been gang stalking us, physical requirements, it shouldn't even be on there. It doesn't seem like there are any at all. Okay. So then there's another article here that on this Wikipedia page it links to, and it says spying on the spy. So apparently we have 3 million spies or people involved in espionage or terrorism in the United States that need to be on this list. This is a scam. All right, so the title here, Raw Story interviews former FBI investigator Eric O'Neill. Agent's riveting account. I'm not going to read this whole article, it's pretty long, but I just wanted to read the first part of it because well, anyway. It says, ask anyone in the intelligence community who was the most damaging spy in U.S. history, and the answer comes quickly. Robert Hanssen, a senior FBI agent who spied for the Soviet Union and after the Cold War for the Russians, on and off for a period of 15 years. While much of the information Hanssen provided to the Russians remains classified, what has been released to the public illustrates the real-life meaning of treason. At various times throughout his double-agent career, the FBI, Hanssen served as the head of Soviet Analytical Squad, the chief of National Security Threat List Unit, part of the Bureau's Computer Espionage Squad. Computer Espionage Squad. Okay, so they say that they have a Computer Espionage Squad. That's part of your electronic harassment, where they destroy your life through your social media, through your business, your online payments, any way that they can come at you through the internet. They have an espionage squad. Even part of the State Department's Office of Foreign Missions. By all accounts, he was an outstanding computer technician, even a hacker according to some, and brilliant analyst. But he was also enigmatic. Guess I need to look that word up. What's that mean, Kathy?
What is it?
Enigmatic.
Let me look it up.
Okay. As enigmatic a person as counterintelligence has ever encountered. Hanssen was a devout Catholic, a member of the controversial and influential conservative religious group known as Opus Dei, D-E-I. He was fiercely anti-communist.
It's difficult to interpret or understand. Mysterious.
Okay.
Like an enigma?
Enigmatic. Difficult to, what? To understand or what?
Yeah, mysterious.
Mysterious, okay. He's a mysterious guy. Okay, so I'm not going to continue reading this whole article, but if I am not mistaken, I believe that Kevin Shipp, who I follow quite a bit, I listen to a lot of his speeches. Jason Goodman has him on his channel quite a bit. I believe that Kevin Shipp is one of the main people responsible for catching this guy. Man, I'm stuck here. I don't know what else to say. I just wanted to get on and make this video real quick, explaining what the SSG is, and that they say right on the Wikipedia page on their website that they have foot and vehicle patrols that monitor, surveil, stalk, and harass American citizens. There's no way there are 3 million people here in the United States that are involved in espionage and terrorism. This is a scam, and they understand that they... I don't have allergies. I don't know what's going on here. I just keep sneezing. Excuse me. Alright, I'm just going to stop this video here. I wanted to put this out as quickly as possible so people can research this, look into it themselves. I'll put the links down at the bottom in the video as well, in the details of the video. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the weekend.